Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Hey guys, welcome back to the Language Tutor Spanish series. I'm your profesor de español, Danny Evans. So glad you're with me. Well, this is part 4 of the 4-part subjunctive series. And this is past perfect subjunctive. All right, last time we did present perfect subjunctive, now we did past perfect subjunctive, and we're finishing up our 4-part subjunctive series. I hope you've enjoyed the subjunctive series. And I hope that you're realizing just how much we use the subjunctive in our everyday conversations. And I hope it's becoming really beneficial to you. All right, well, let's jump right into it. So what is the past perfect subjunctive? Well, you can guess it's something that had been done. We talked about past perfect indicative many lessons ago. And so we're going to sort of bring that in to the subjunctive. So here are some situations that you would use the past perfect subjunctive. Situations in the past that were not necessarily true. They were speculation. You might say hypothetical situations, things that are in the past in that scenario. Here's a good one. They always say hindsight is 20/20, right? Well, you think about this. You always say, in hindsight, if something had happened, then I would have done this. That's a good example. That way of thinking is a good example of how we might use the past perfect subjunctive, okay? So here's another one. Things that are in the past that had something happen before them. Okay, something happened and something happened before that, leading up to it, maybe, all right? And so if you think of the conditional tense also in the past, you're getting close to this. All right, now, if you're confused, don't worry. I'm going to give you some examples right now. Here's one. If she had known, then she would have helped, okay? If she had known, she would have helped. That's a hypothetical thing, and she would have done this had she known. If that had been the case, if that had been the situation, that's a conditional situation. So if she had known, she would have helped. Okay, that's a good example. Here's another hypothetical conditional style scenario. If I'd had the money, then I would have bought the car. Okay, if I had, this is what you're really saying. If I had had the money, that had been the case, then I would have bought the car. That's what would have happened had this been the scenario. All right. Let's see. Here's another one. Something that happened before something else. Okay, let's give you one of those scenarios. My brother didn't believe that we had won the game. Okay, so in the past, he didn't believe this. This was ongoing, so that would be kind of a condition, an imperfect style way of thinking. But he didn't believe that we had won the game. See, we had won the game. That is past perfect indicative. Mixing it. And also, think about this. My brother didn't believe this, but what did he not believe? Change the subject. We had won the game. So again, we have like 2 subjects there. Okay. So just like last time in our last lesson, we used the verb haber. Well, we used haya, hayas. Now we're going to put these in a subjunctive way that uses 2 different forms. You remember when we talked about there are 2 different ways of doing verbs in the subjunctive sometimes? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to use haber, but again, there are 2 ways to do it. So I'm going to put up a chart really fast, and then we're just going to modify it a little bit. So on this chart, let's do the first one. Hubiera is the first one. Okay, so hubiera. And then that's going to be the same as the bottom left down there, hubiera. And in the middle, you can probably already guess this, hubieras. Okay, well, the nosotros form is going to be hubiéramos. The vosotros form is going to be hubierais. And then, of course, we have hubieran at the bottom. Now, the other way, and you might already be going, I know what this is. The other way to do it is to use that SE form. So let's just modify those really quick. hubiese, hubieses, hubiese, hubiésemos, put that accent on that E in the middle, and hubieses and hubiesen. There you have it. So let's put all this together. Let's do those examples that we did a while ago. So if she had known, she would have helped. All right? Now, first thing I want to tell you is, before we put this in Spanish, when you're saying this in Spanish, you're really implying if she had known something, okay? There's a something there. So a lot of times we're going to use that it, direct object pronoun there, okay? So we're going to use that in our sentence. So here it goes. Si lo, there it is, hubiera sabido, if she had known, si lo hubiera sabido, habría ayudado. She would have helped. Altogether, si lo hubiera sabido, habría ayudado. That's big. That's a really complex sentence there. That's pretty cool. All right, now let's just modify it barely and change it to that other form. Si lo hubiese sabido, habría ayudado. There you have it. Okay? Let's just do those other examples. If I'd had the money, I would have bought the car. Man, if we had the money, right? All right. Si hubiera tenido el dinero, habría, would have, comprado el auto. Okay? All together. Si hubiera tenido el dinero, habría comprado el auto. All right. Now let's modify slightly for that other form. Si hubiese tenido el dinero, habría comprado el auto. You might be saying, hey, I thought car was carro. It is. You can say that. I'm just bringing in another way. Okay, learn one, bring in another one, get it down, so then you have all kinds of nice, big vocabulary in your head. That's good. All right, now that other example, my brother didn't believe we had won the game. He didn't believe it. Mi hermano no creía, in the imperfect tense, que, didn't believe that, hubiéramos ganado el juego. Okay, whole thing together. Mi hermano no creía que hubiéramos ganado el juego. And just a quick grammar note, you might have some people that use partido for game or match as well. Okay, now let's modify it slightly. Mi hermano no creía que hubiésemos ganado el juego. That's your other way of doing it. And guys, amigos, that is how we do this tense. It's pretty easy, all right? You got that last one down? This one's pretty easy. Practice it all you can. Shoot me an email if you got a question. Send me a voicemail. Let me know how you're doing. DannyEvans3371@gmail.com. Make sure you let me know how I can get back in touch with you if you leave me a voicemail. And practice all you can. I'll see you on the next episode of the Language Tutor Spanish. Hasta pronto. Friends, thanks for watching the Language Tutor. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave it in the comment section below the video. And please click subscribe and the notification bell so that you'll never miss any of our language lessons.